Hey guys, Ariel over here at Nyth, where I just want to do a quick update. Sorry the staying in touch has not been so consistent the last little while. Summers are just so crazy busy for me. We did wrap up all of the haymaking on the property where I live. That just takes so much time. And then I was behind on everything else, and now there's all kinds of veggies that need harvested every day, and meals to make, and all of my other jobs tend to be busier in the summer. And there is wild berries ready to pick, which are also wonderful because they're just there and you don't have to do anything to them the rest of the year, like plant them, weed them, water them, fence them, anything. But when they're ready, you do have to go pick them or they won't be there anymore. So I've been busy doing that with a couple friends, and it has been hot. For us, it has been insanely hot. We haven't had a frost in more than a month, maybe almost 6 weeks now, and it has been in the 80s almost every day. And I've had entire summers here where it never reached 80 at all, and it's been in the 80s and even 50 at night, which is 48, 49 at night, which is extremely unusually warm for us. Like 39 or 34 is much more common. So things have been taking a lot of water. We've got some thunder showers, but they've gone back to being more of our normal thunder showers where they put down barely enough, water to make the ground wet. So you can probably hear my sprinklers running around with the camera there. Everything was just dry and starting to wilt again this morning. So been keeping things watered. Oh, and then the other problem was the company that I was using for my internet access here at my house, which is wireless and through a cell company, dropped the plan with no warning, and so I didn't have internet. And then so my only option was to buy a plan through Verizon. It's the only thing accessible here. And I know some of you guys are going to offer other awesome things, but there are no other cell companies have service where my house is parked. So that was my only option, and I bought a plan through them because I wanted to have internet access, and very frustratingly it took them 6 days and about 10, 11 hours of my time sitting in their office or on the phone with them to actually make it work, which was very frustrating. So I haven't had internet, and I've just been crazy busy. And I've got a list about a mile long of things I need to do in the next couple days. So you're getting to catch up with me while I am watering. Let's see, what else has been going on around here. The heat's great for most of the plants as long as I can keep them wet enough. I'm harvesting carrots. I haven't pulled any beets yet. Some of them are probably almost big enough to. Onions, broccoli, cauliflower, lots of kale, chard, bok choy. Picked my first little baby squashes yesterday. They're really little ones, like zucchini squash and some yellow squashes and such. So should be more of those shortly. Everything in the garden is doing really well. You can hear the hummingbirds. They're just crazy loud, buzzing all around. Really well, except for where my little annoying critters are eating it. And I actually saw one for the first time in 2 years. One of them stuck just its head out of the ground when I was looking. I had a friend over for dinner. We were sitting by the campfire eating, and some movement caught my eye off to the side, and I looked, and up popped the head of, I thought I had voles. I knew I did not have moles with an M because they're actually a carnivore. What moles eat is, bugs and insects and stuff under the ground, and sometimes they do damage plants in the process of tunneling to get those insects, but they're not out to eat the plants. Voles, on the other hand, with a V, do eat plants, as they're herbivores. And because I never saw above ground kind of like raised tunnel, which is a moundy tunnel, which is what moles do, and they were definitely actively eating plants. I was pretty sure I didn't have moles. But when I saw this guy stick his little bratty head up there, because he was in the process of pulling an entire broccoli plant underground, I realized that what I actually have is something I didn't even know existed here, but I knew it wasn't vole, and so I did some more looking up, and then actually just happened to randomly see a photo posted by a guy I know in the area who does wildlife photography as well, and he had posted a photo of a northern pocket gopher, and that is apparently what I have. So they are about, I think they're about that long. They again look a lot like a little gray mousy thing. They have very minuscule ears, but they have a voracious appetite. They too are herbivores, and when I was reading about them, everything about the description of them fit perfectly with what I've had going on here for the last couple years. They tunnel extensively underground, hundreds and hundreds of feet of tunnels per animal. They almost never come above ground. If they make a hole to the surface, like this guy when he came up and yanked a broccoli plant down while I was watching, all he ever stuck out was his head to grab the broccoli plant, pulled it down in the hole, and into his tunnel, and literally like 30 seconds later had packed that hole to the surface back full of dirt. They do not leave surface holes open anywhere. Not only do they tunnel extensively to the sides, they apparently tunnel up 6 feet down. So if you're going to put in some kind of underground barrier, it had better be crazy deep or cover the entire bottom. And they are virtually impossible to get rid of. I've never actually watched it. Somebody sent me a clip to it that did make me laugh, but I guess if you watch the movie Caddyshack, same kind of thing is fighting there. And I think my understanding is the movie is kind of a comedy. They are actually that hard to get rid of. So it's a little bit reassuring that I know exactly what I'm fighting now, but the not reassuring part is that I don't think I'll ever get them out of here. So I think building beds that they cannot get into is going to definitely be the answer to that problem. So anyway, that was some of the news. It's been super smoky around here, which is partly probably contributing to how hot it is. There's wildfires. Thankfully, none have been super close. Just this morning, I started actually smelling smoke like a wood-burning fire. So there must be a closer one now. I haven't figured out yet where that is, but the entire area where I live is just blanketed with smoke. You can't even see the nearest hills. It's just hazy, and yeah, for the first quite a few years I lived here, that didn't happen. In the last couple summers, it seems like from about the time the snow melts, smoke starts and just gets thicker and thicker and thicker and never leaves till the snow starts up again in the fall. Getting ready to head off on a backpacking trip. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler up higher in the mountains. We'll be up at like 11,000 feet, I think, for a lot of our trip, and right here I live at 6,000 feet, so hopefully it's a little cooler up there, because I don't particularly enjoy sleeping in a tent when it's 50 degrees at night. All of my gear is set up for it to be right at or below freezing at night. But anyway, you should be seeing some videos on that if I can get my internet working. And that's just a general update on what is going on around here and where I've been. And I hope you guys are all enjoying your summers. If you have a garden or anything, you probably understand the being crazy busy part. So that's that. I just wanted to say hi quick, and I am fine. Life is just... I love summer, but I think I love winter even more because it's so much more of a relaxing pace in general than summers. So I'm going to keep making videos and getting them posted as I have time and internet access, but it's probably going to just be less for the next little bit. So enjoy your summers, enjoy the sunshine. I try to remind myself to not get so stressed out by the volume of things I need to do in one summer that I don't enjoy the fact that it is summer, because they're so short here. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day. Thanks for watching, folks.
If you're interested in more info on my off-grid tiny house life, check out some of my other videos here. And if you like what you're seeing, click the little picture of my house to subscribe and then hit the little bell so YouTube actually notifies you every time there's a new video available. See y'all next time.